To describe Anna to you, there aren't enough hours. Anna was so full of spunk, and she had attitude. Through the adversities that she was dealt and all the challenges she was dealt, she never let that get her down.
It was her desire to live. The doctors at Riley always told us that we don't know how she breathes. We don't know how she moves air through her lungs. We don't know how she makes it every day. And you could never see any of that in Anna. She never showed any of that.
She was just such a special young lady from the very moment I met her. She was a little girl, young, and she had such a big presence. From the very moment I met her, I knew how special she was. When I would sit down and talk with her, or the actions that she took with all the challenges that she personally had, you never saw those. You always saw this person that wanted things to be better for everyone else.
There are always going to be shortfalls. And in fact, we know the number one cause of bankruptcy in this country is healthcare. It's someone in the family having a serious illness or disability. We always have financial needs that will not be met by third-party payment. Does not matter what comes down from Washington. Anna's celebration of life meets a need that will not be met in any other way.
Myself and a group of contractors were meeting on a regular basis, discussing various things business-related, and felt like we wanted to make an impact on the community in some way. And we felt that it would be great to do something for the family and for Anna. And at the time, we had no idea that it would turn into what Anna's celebration of life is today.
Anna, it was always very important to her that a child get what that child needed. And she had this instinct that she could really understand that by being around them and talking to them and experience things with them, just by talking to them and interacting.
Gifts from Anna's celebration of life to children have been a wide range, and it's based on the need of the child. We've done hearing aids, glasses. We've had a child who needed a privacy fence to keep them safe in their yard. It's items that our insurance and Medicaid don't typically cover, but things that will enhance a child's life. So it's not always about what's medically necessary, but what's going to give this child quality of life, because that's what it's about, and that's what it was for Anna, was that they can celebrate and just enjoy life.
My name is Amber Darst. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
I'm Michael Darst. I'm a police officer with the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department. And this is my sidekick, Colton.
The day he was born, they said there was some complications, and they finally found out that he had a condition called arthrogryposis multiplex congenita. It's multiple contractures of the arms and the legs, so he really doesn't have much muscle in his arms. Our insurance is not the greatest. Most of the stuff they won't cover because it's not medically necessary. He may need a stair lift eventually, they won't cover that. He's not going to be able to clean himself after he goes to the bathroom, so they won't cover anything for that. So we may have to invest eventually in a bidet. So all these things aren't going to be covered, so we have to come up with the money for most things unless they are gifted to us. We thought a bed would be an amazing gift. One that where he wouldn't fall out, but also one that could elevate him. So if he did want to sit up in bed or kind of lean up in bed, like most kids could do on their own, that he can't. But knowing that he's safe, he's not going to fall out of bed. There's no way he can fall out of the bed. It gives us peace at night so we're not sleeping on eggshells.
Families with children with special needs have so many challenges that unless you've lived their life, you have no idea. There's so many things that you see on the outside, but things that you don't realize that are happening internally. From the family just struggling with the difference. Not being able to live, quote, a normal life, from just running down the street to getting something from the store, because you can't leave anyone alone, and you can't, there's always the need to be connected to one another because of the needs. I think that's one of the biggest things that people don't know about folks that have to, have that extra responsibility of raising a child with a disability.
If you're looking for larger institutions to meet those things, it is going to happen. It is the small foundations like Anna's Celebration of Life that meets these things head on.
Our experience as board members is we get to meet the real people and have the conversation with them, and they get to share their story. There's a magical connection there with those parents and the kids.
And I think that's really special and unique for our foundation, is that you know exactly where your dollar went.
To be able to help a child in a way that makes his life experience so much more enjoyable and just simply happier is a great thing to be a part of.
There are children now who are able to participate in the world at large that would otherwise not be able to. I find that just an incredibly beautiful thing, and I love to be a part of that.
The fact that we can help 100 kids per year now, and what we do for those kids and those families, delivering the gifts and adding so much more to their lives, is exactly what Anna was all about. And I know that with each gift we deliver and each family we help, she's there with every one of them. She's there with these children. I see it when I'm around them. I feel it. And, she's our angel. She's my angel. And she's what keeps me going.
We're all out there being asked to give to hundreds of different organizations that really do have wonderful missions. And every one of them can justify their position. But to give to Anna's Celebration of Life, you are making a difference in an individual's life in a profound way. You're changing lives.
The main reason why I like Anna's Celebration of Life is the smiles. I'm gonna cry. You get the greatest smile out of these kids. It's just an excellent feeling to see that you can make them so happy just for a moment.
I think Anna would be ecstatic with where the foundation is at and where it's headed. The kids that we're helping are kids that would, be her best friend in school, or be her friends in just in the world, and we're able to keep her memory going and still feel close to Anna with the help that we're able to give to these kids, and it means a lot to us, and it would mean a lot to her if she were still here.
From my heart and soul, I thank you so much for being such a part of this Anna's Celebration of Life.
Thank you very much for your consideration and your support of Anna's Celebration of Life Foundation.
Thank you, Anna's Celebration of Life.